It's Friday, February 27th at about 1:20 in the afternoon, and we've come down to Prince Edward County. We're just going along the coastline in certain areas and looking for ducks. There isn't a lot of open water, but we found a little bit here along Cressy Point, and we've got mainly goldeneye, greater Scaup, long-tailed ducks, red-breasted Mergansers along here in quite large numbers. So there's just some small areas along Cressy Point Road here that has open water, and we've found some red-headed ducks out here mixed in with the common goldeneyes and Scaup and long-tailed ducks, Buffleheads. I saw a mute swan down the coast here, so there's quite a few ducks in here where they can find open water. I think what's happened is we've had some onshore winds for a while, so a lot of the ice out on the open lake has drifted in here, creating much narrower passages of open water than maybe was here a week or two ago. Most of the ducks in the closest patch of water are common goldeneye, and just past them, past that thin row of ice, it's long-tailed ducks. Most of the birds here are greater Scaup, except for those in the top left corner, which are goldeneye and long-tailed ducks. And in this long panning shot, we see mostly goldeneye, but quite a few Bufflehead mixed in as well. A few pictures here with some goldeneyes to start off. And we found a snow bunting perched in a tree. Large chunks of ice had been blown into piles along the shore, and these cast a beautiful blue light. This white-throated sparrow was skulking around in some shrubs with some juncos. The skies were very dramatic at times, with clouds coming in front of the sunlight, causing rays to fall down upon the lake surface. Very beautiful. Leaving the county, we chose to take the Glenora Ferry across to Adolphustown. Along this stretch of Highway 33, we found a beautiful adult bald eagle sitting high in a tree. As we drove along further, we noticed this strange looking bird out on the ice. We had to double back to get a better look at it. Once we got our binoculars on it, we could tell it was an immature Cooper's hawk that looked like it was just finishing up feeding on its prey that had caught. And I think it must have been a pigeon by the looks of the remains, as best as I could tell. At the last minute, we decided to go into Kingston to visit the Invista Lagoon, which is on the west side of Cataraqui Bay. A rare bird, the red-necked grebe, had been reported there the day before, so we wanted to see if we could find it. It took about 20 minutes to finally see the bird. It had been diving for quite long periods. Here it is in the central part of this picture. You can notice its long neck, reddish color below, and a white cheek patch with a fairly long yellow bill. Here seen with a common merganser male. It stayed on the other side of the lagoon, so quite far from us, hence my pictures are small and not that clear, but at least they're record shots, which is nice to get. There were a couple coyotes out on the ice wandering around. Here a mute swan looks for food on the bottom of the lagoon. Back to the red-necked grebe again. Tried to get as many pictures as I could, hoping that one or more would turn out pretty good. I counted 23 mute swans during our visit. Though hard to see in this photo, from left there is a wood duck with a black duck in behind, and then a couple gadwalls on the shore just to the left of the mallard. And here the red-necked grebe is seen floating in behind this little group of Canada geese. Now some video of the same image. This lagoon stays open in the winter because the local industry is pumping heated water into it. And so a lot of the waterfowl concentrate here when everything else freezes.
I think they're taking up the nest here again. I saw one in the tree where the nest was.